Donald Trump just humiliated himself on live TV while signing his first wave of executive orders into office. And this is a horrible way to start off his new administration, so you're going to want to stick to the end to see all of the insane things that he signed into law and all of the insane things that he said while doing so. Now, there are three main clips that I want to bring your attention to, but there was so much craziness that happened, I feel like I have to show you more than just three. So we're going to save the best three for last. So in the meantime, let's take a look at some of these other clips. And we can start with Trump officially declaring a national emergency at the southern border.
This is a proclamation declaring a national emergency at the southern border of the United States.
That's a big one. A lot of big ones, huh? You know what that means, right?
Now, we all knew that this was coming, but the truth is, there is no border crisis. He's declaring this to get more power to basically just do whatever he wants with the southern border, because he doesn't really care about solving any real problems, he just wants power. The next thing I want to show you is a reporter asking Trump if Biden had left him a letter, and, well, I'll just let the clip explain itself.
President Trump, did President Biden leave you a letter?
He may have. Wait. Don't they leave it in the desk? I don't know. Oh.
What's in there?
Thank you, Peter. It could have been years before we found it. Wow. Thank you.
What does it say on the outside?
Maybe we should all read it together.
Let's read it.
Well, maybe I'll read it first and then make that
That
determination.
sounds great.
Peter, thank you very much. I may not have seen this for months.
Happy to help with the passing of the torch.
I did. I left him one in the desk just like this.
I know Trump was trying to be funny by saying that he might not have found that letter for months, but in reality, that statement is quite revealing. And did you notice how he said that he left Joe Biden a letter? Who wants to bet that he did no such thing? Speaking of things that he will never do, a reporter reminded Trump that he claimed that he would end the war in Ukraine on day one. And this is what he had to say in response.
You said you would end the Russia-Ukraine war on your first day in office. Where do things stand right now, and how do you think that?
Well, this is only half a day. I have another half a day left. We'll see.
To that, I will say, fair enough. But there's no way that he solves this war in Ukraine tomorrow either. He's going to have to start backtracking on one of his core campaign promises, and I can't wait to see what excuses the Republicans will have for this one. And finally, before we get to the three big ones, here is Trump still spouting the lies that the Democrats rigged the 2020 election.
President Trump, there was a lot of concern about this during the campaign. A question that only works today. Are you a dictator on day one?
No. I can't imagine even being called that. No, I believe in the sanctity of the vote. The Democrats didn't because they cheated like dogs, but I believe in the sanctity, and this was too big to rig. This last election was just too big to rig.
It's insane how he keeps spreading this well-debunked lie, and we've gotten so used to it, but to be honest, this is not the kind of thing that we should just be getting used to. It's not normal for a president to outright deny the results of an election. But now, let's get into the three big times where Donald Trump humiliated himself on live TV, starting with this one.
Withdrawing from
What is this one?
Withdrawing from the World Health Organization, sir.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Trump seems to be very excited about withdrawing from the WHO, but this will have long-lasting effects that will hurt the lives of everyday Americans, and he just doesn't care at all. For this next one, I want you to go in blind because it is truly hilarious.
Mr. President, talk to President Musk going to help implement the executive orders? I think you mentioned implementation.
Elon, no. Elon is very busy sending rocket ships up to various places with lots of satellites on them.
Yeah, you heard that right. The reporter just said President Musk. And we all know that there have been memes going around about Elon being the true president, and whether this reporter said this on accident or to tick Trump off, we'll never truly know, but you could see the look on Trump's face. He was very clearly annoyed, and that was great to see. And finally, I want to show you Trump so confidently giving a reporter wrong information about BRICS. Take a look.
Thank you, sir.
What can we expect of the countries in NATO that spend the least amount of money, like Spain, France, below the 5%?
Spain is very low. And yet, are they a BRICS nation?
What?
They're a BRICS nation, Spain. You know what a BRICS nation is? You'll figure it out. But And if the BRICS nations want to do that, that's okay, but we're going to put at least a 100% tariff on the business they do with the United States. You know what the BRICS is, right? You guys know. You know what I'm saying, right?
Did you notice how Trump was so confident and cocky when explaining BRICS to that reporter? Yeah, well, the problem is Spain is not actually a BRICS nation. Trump was just completely mistaken, and honestly, this is a great metaphor for the next 4 years. Trump is so confident, and yet he truly has no idea what he's doing. And he clearly didn't even know what half of the stuff that he was signing into law was either. He has already done so much damage, and it hasn't even been 24 hours yet.